Welcome back! We're doing car stuff. Come check it out. We rearranged the cars not too long ago. The V35's out the front. And we've tried to kind of get more space out of the driveway so we can use the rear of the, I don't know, house backyard area a bit more. We have a pretty cool lineup just sitting around at the moment. Now, we've got a bit of everything here. We've got Euro, we've got ADM, we've got JDM, we've got, I don't know, Bogan spec, we've got Toyotas, we've got Nissans, we've got K cars. We even got the little kit car down the back here. We got projects, we got old school, we got Franken builds going on. We got motors out the wazoo. Benjamin's still doing his Franken build. We've cleared up a bit of space here, got the beam out of the way. We're probably going to pull these out. There's a MX-5 just in the back here. Got to move that. There's a half a 13 over there, right at the back. Actually belongs to Benke. He's got a Laurel somewhere down the back here too, that we're going to reshell the Laurel into the 13 for him. Benjamin's doing his Franken builds. We have some dude coming to pick the Modi. I called it the Modi. Picking the motor up for the Subaru and the gearbox. Just getting rid of that because we don't need it. We're thinking about calling it a Scuba Line or a Sky Brew. I think Sky Brew is winning so far. The MX has become a glorified shelf. Zeto is hiding away until I just get new wheels on the back again. We've got to fix up the fact that, because these are Benjamin's wheels. These aren't even my wheels. These are work E-Wings. E-Wings. I know they're called E-Wings. I call them E-Wings. When they got rebarreled, Benjamin decided to be all fancy and put the valve caps on the inside of the barrel, but the problem is they fouled and they smashed into the brake calipers and then ripped open the valve, and the tyres went flat. So that sucked, but that's why that's not currently driving around for right now. Just gotta get some new tyres. We have a combi at the back here somewhere. That was the previous dude that didn't pick up his stuff before he left. Got to sell a whole bunch of parts. If anyone wants some Rocket Bunny version 2 180SX flares and side skirts, hit me up. And an East Bear front lip. Got a mirror front lip, oh sorry, front bar as well. Yeah, more cars everywhere. That poor Judge has been sitting there for a while. 180, El Grande, Rain Impulsor, 33, and L'Oreal. But we're slowly cleaning up the place, getting more space. We've got to get rid of still all this junk that the previous owner has left behind. There's, I think, pile back here as well, more tiles and stuff. So like, I've said this in some of my other videos, a lot of all this is like the previous owner. So we moved into this house in a very short notice, and the little old dude that was like 75 that moved out just left all his crap everywhere, because obviously he's probably paying a removalist to move it for him and they just couldn't be bothered, I don't know. But it's just been a bit of a mission cleaning this place up and trying to get usable space back again, and then starting fresh with a clean slate. See, we got another combi. It's not our combi though. The old guy was like some combi fanatic. He had like 5 of them. And I got to move the 14 at the moment, put some fuel in it, see if it runs, and make some space. I'm thinking about getting this registered. I don't know yet. I know I said I was going to do Ray, but as you can see, Ray's still pretty deep in there and needs quite a bit of work. I was just tempted to kind of finish this off and be done with it. Like, either drive it or enjoy it, or, you know, I haven't never driven this yet, so I need to know if it has the spark or if it doesn't have the spark. If it has the spark, then I'll keep it. If it doesn't have the spark and I'm not emotionally attached to it, then good, I can just sell it and I can, I don't know, use it or use the money from it to go into other cars like the 32, and trying to finish off the 32 build. I know it's been a while. I'm making do with what I can and trying to financially save as much as I can to get the 32 done, I suppose. Just need the five big things. I need to get an ECU, I need to get a exhaust manifold, I need to get wiring loom, I need to get turbo, and I need to get injectors. And I'm pretty sure I've already got the tail shaft gearbox. I'm probably going to do the Brian Crower synchro gearing upgrade in the R154, just because my other 154 came out of Ichigo and I manged on that pretty hard, and I know second gear synchros are either bent or not happy, so gotta maybe fix that up, especially if I want to drift the 32 with that box. That's close to up to date for 2023. So currently the Zed's still registered, I'll still drive it. The Mirror's still registered, I'll still drive it. The 14 probably going to look to do on the side and fix that up and get that going. The 32 trying to finish that off now. Ichigo, I really want to start that end of maybe February. Oh, and another update. The FD RX-7 is currently at the shop. I'm currently building shed. I think I've said this before. Sorry, I do a million things, hey. If I'm kind of all over the shop, I apologize, but I don't apologize. It's just the way I do things. I like doing multiple things at once. And this has got to hopefully go up this afternoon. I'm going to take my bonnet over to the 32, over to the other workshop shed thing. The AU is now running! I have to finish off doing a J3 chip video, if it's not already out before this, to show you guys exactly how we got it running and what we done. Does still need tyres. We stole the trailer tyres and gave them to Ben's mum to put on her trailer. Need to put front wheels on it. Just need to sort out power steering and install those exhaust manifold bolts. Ouch! Why would you go like that with an angle grinder? That sucked. I just grabbed that. But yeah, it's everything's getting there. Everything's getting a little bit of progress here and there. So you should see a bit more of this on the channel, hopefully. It's pretty much a semi-stock 350Z. It has a nice clutch, it has coilovers, has a nice exhaust. I gave him my SSR Gartmeyers, which are huge. They're like 18 by 13. They wear drift wheels though, so they're not the prettiest. But that's okay. They still hold air. In case I forgot to give a bit more of a detailed upgrade, god, I'm not having a good day today. Update on the mirror and what happened after the bonnet flew up and the alternator belt snapped and all that kind of thing. We stole the alternator bracket off the R31 and we've put it onto the K car, which has now given it a reliable alternator bracket. Haven't had a single belt issue with it since, and it's been running fine. I just got to put a kill switch in on the neons because the neons are, I think the memory in the neons are draining the battery if I leave it sitting for every couple of days. So, and this is the damage from when the bonnet flew up into the windscreen. So it didn't do any damage to the windscreen somehow, but it did crack my scoop along here, which sucks because these bonnets are very hard to come by and they're even harder to get in this country. So I'm gonna try and repair that. It's a daily, so I suppose it happens. Everything here is like so dodgy, man. Like, look at this sunscreen shade thing. It's attached to I don't even know what that is, to a weird pole that's been tech screwed onto the house, whatever that is. They're not even straight. Like, concerned much? The other one, it gets better. The other one's attached to the fly screen up here. But there's these weird lead pole things, and that's not exactly a good mounting spot. Oh god, it gets worse. I didn't see this. A metal pole joins onto wooden pole that goes down into garden. Oh man, that's so sketch. If you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you would have remembered when one of these fell down over there and this pole swung into the back of my R32 and smashed the back of my 32. Somehow it done very minimal damage. I think the D-clip, so these guys here, smashed into the boot and chipped the paint, and the pole itself must have only just cleared under the car and kind of swung under the car and tucked up into the fuel tank and bonked the fuel tank or something. But I cannot wait to pull all this weird dodgy stuff down there. It's so dangerous. Alright, so I think you're kind of up to speed for the start of 2023 and the end of 2022. What have we got planned this year for the channel? Alright, we got the guy here to pick up the Subi, I think. If you guys know me, you know I am not the best at planning and I like just doing things, so it's going to be a bit of a fun ride. I want to get the 14 running so I can see if I want to keep it or not. What else? Mirror. I haven't decided if I'm going to sell the mirror. I have been seriously contemplating selling the little Daihatsu mirror, so if you are watching this channel and you adore that car, feel free to hit me up. You could persuade me to sell it. I do love my car dearly, but I also won't have much of a use for it if I'm in Japan. If you're a die-hard K-car collector or you like the parts, you like the car, you like the aesthetics, yeah, hit me up. Same with the 14. If the 14 is something that you're highly interested in, hit me up. I can't guarantee I might be selling it, but I am thinking about it, and with the right offer I can be persuaded. Ray, gonna try and get that going before I go. The next few weeks we're moving all this stuff around so we can get it out and start toying with it. and the 32 still cracking. Every week I go over there and we do something new on it, so I'll get the bonnet over there soon. We'll get the motor into the car. Sorry, we had to sort out the guy for the Subi. It's still awkward, hey. I've been doing YouTube now for 2 years, and it is still just as awkward to get caught or seen talking on camera as it was the first day. It doesn't get any better. You just kind of get used to it, or conditioned, I suppose. I just wanted to give you guys a bit of a rundown on what's going on with myself, the cars, everything, the situation, the channel, and what you can expect and that kind of thing. Just so you know, so it's not all such a surprise, and you know, I'm not changing between different cars every week and you're like, but what happened to this car and that car? It's all happening simultaneously. It's just I can't release 5 videos a day showing you guys. So yeah, so there's the update. From here, I'm gonna get the 14 started and see if we can get it running, cleaned up, get the new kit on. I want to do a respray on it in the next week or 2, which will probably actually, honestly, realistically, it'll probably be in about a month. I've got to get the paint together and the money together for all the prep and the materials, and obviously find somewhere to paint it, because I can't paint it in the grass here. That's just asking for a bad time. Color wise, I'm still trying to pick on color. I'm kind of tossed up to paint it black. I do love black cars, but in this kind of environment it's very hard to keep a black car clean, but black would stay under the radar, so I don't know. I want to pull this front bar off. So this is a trial front bar. I want to pull it off and put the C-West kit that I have down in the garage on the car and see how it goes. I don't mind the skirts and I don't mind the rear bar, but I don't know, like they're a bit low. Yes, 100% binning the wheels, ignore those. But yeah, I want to get this other kit on, see what it's going to look like, and I don't know, go from there. Like, do need to bleed the brakes, do need to do a service, make sure all the fluids are new, because I don't know how long it's been sitting for. I think it's been sitting around 8 years, to be honest. It has been. What are you doing, chickens? Chickens, where are you going? We proudly interrupt this program to bring you cat. I've already run you through that one. Yep. Okay, yeah, so cool. Give me a sec, I'll open this all up and I'll show you around if you haven't seen this car yet already. I haven't really put this much on the channel. I wanted to clean it up first, but oh well, you guys can see what it looked like. It is already kind of cleaned up, actually, to be honest. It was filth when I got it, so the interior is quite pretty now. So this car got resprayed. I say resprayed, I mean it got home jobbed, painted under some dude's house, and it was all moldy and wet and moist, so all this water has gotten in under the paint in the primer, and it's just created a bit of a disaster, which is why I wanted to paint it before it gets worse. You can see down here, this is the worst of it. This is apparently very, very common in S14s. This happens to almost all of them, I've been told, by a couple of paint shops. Got my old retro sticker. It does have a Haltech, so it's not completely stock. It does have a couple little goodies here and there. I think it'd be honestly a really cool car to be driving. There you go. Nice and pretty. It would make a beautiful daily. Just throw a head unit in it. Thank you to JNL Fab for the floor mats, by the way. I love them. They are super cool. OEM looking floor mats, front and rear. They're 5-piece. So they've really cleaned up the interior. OEM steering wheel. Dude, I've never even driven an OEM steering wheel S chassis. That's going to be interesting. Alright, let's start it up for you. So pretty. These things got me into cars, hey. I don't mean to keep getting distracted. It's so nostalgic sitting in one of these. Yo, Corey. What's doing, bro? He's you've seen Corey a while back. He owns the red 14 that was very, very, very loud.
Still broken.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you gonna fix it soon?
Yeah, it'll come out here at some stage. I'm lazy.
Okay, let's go play cars. I do have to bath this in a minute. It's filth. The previous guy, I don't think he was much of a car dude per se. Some of this stuff was not done ideally. Not only the paint, but he's given the car to I think it was an exhaust shop, and then asked the exhaust shop to put in a new motor and do a whole bunch of mechanical stuff that was probably out of their scope at the time. Long story short, motor's in. It is a new motor, but it's sitting for ages, so it's starting to get this oxidized stuff on it. I think the motor's rebuilt. The turbo's brand new because he bought it from super cheap auto. he got the guys to do new intercooler piping. It looks like the manifold wasn't put on too long ago. The car's has been sitting around for ages, unfortunately. So not only just with me, but with the other guys as well. It does run, does need a tune. The Haltech is on base map. So it could be quite promising as a car. But either way, let's get it started up for you and see if it runs. We're gonna need the battery charger. Are you excited, Corey? You get to hear an SR off S14 again.
Not really, no.
No? Not excited?
Porcelain.
The classic the classic SR noise. Ouch, that just went into my shin.
Give me a DE plus T any day of the week over a DE2.
Funny stuff that like this that just needs to be sorted out. This and the valve cover got welded, so I can't actually mount the valve cover on it without redrilling the valve cover.
Quiet SR.
I know, it's quiet as hell. Oh, here you go, Corey. Give it a second and I'll give you the flutter. It's got all the flutter. Oh, the flutter. GT 2876, brand new from Super Cheap. The guys are, I don't know, interesting. I don't think he was a car dude.
Bro, it's got Garrett internals.
Yeah, no, it's a proper Garrett. He just bought it, he sourced it through Super Cheap because I don't think he knew any better. Look at the power steering. And it's like not even accelerating. I did miss that about ourselves. Corey's just having fun. Dude, see how much fun would it be to drive an SR again?
No.
Uh oh, we got more water in the tank.
Still have more fun going.
I do think that feels quite old.
But it's got to come out of that
base
anyway.
to be moved on.
I'm putting Haltech in, so it'll be sitting aside.
Go on.
I won't sell it.
I didn't actually show you the progress on this yet. Boom! This is Benjamin's poo kicker, apparently. See, this is staying under the radar car, where we can still have fun.
Improving it.
Improving it?
I don't know what Nissan was thinking by going out the freaking top of the motor.
Don't worry, it's just sitting there. It's not actually attached, and that's not going into the motor. Want to see what happens when you park a Beamer under a tree? Check this out.
Yeah, you will. People are like, you don't see that often.
Say goodbye to the clear coat.
Easiest way to remove your mold is to remove the clear coat.
Wait, don't wet me. You see all the clear coat on the ground?
Freaking new. Look at that.
You can eat off.
That's bad. Don't do this at home. You probably got all the detailers crying, Benjamin.
Let them cry. They could have bought one of these.
Passenger seat.
Corey's got a OCD.
Downshift.
What, 10 years ago?
Definitely good.
Clean.
Yeah.
They're clean.
Would be. Well, that was its first year.
As clean as Benjamin half-ass cleans. But it doesn't look like it fell out of the ocean now. 14's now clean. I threw on the COS DRFT front bar with what I think is the Nismo GT replica side skirts and the Urus Monkey Magic, I think Type S rear bar. Pretty sure it's Monkey Magic because the Urus bars, it's not Origin, it's not Racing Line, because Racing Line don't have the flare out off the bottom on the side here, whereas the Eurus Monkey Magic ones usually do. Because I used to have this type of kit on my 180 and I loved my rear bar. But another downside to it, well, it's not a downside, but in this country it's a downside, is the rear bar is very, very low. The car is on, I think it's pretty much, yeah, no, it is stock suspension. Probably cut springs, so I've got new coilovers for it. The rear bar is almost on the ground, probably already 80 mil, so if I tried street driving this I'd already get in trouble for as is how it is, even with all the horrible amounts of fitment. 2 fingers on rear. Ugh. And 3 fingers front. Almost 4. Gross. I need to try and find some wheels just to get off these ugly chromey things and put it on something half decent. But we've lost the sun, so this might be a case of playing with this later in the week. But yeah, the intercooler piping is hitting on the lower half of the fronts just here, so I can't get the bar on completely just yet. I'd have to hack up the bar, but I'd rather just hack up the piping because the piping is not great. Every time I look at it, I just want to respray it. It's just, ugh, look.
Oh, yeah.
You see the dents that somebody's just randomly whacked into the bonnet for no reason? And then all the paint peel up the back here. And then the lack of clear coat on the guard. And yeah. Oh, I'm so tempted to paint it. What colour should I paint it, guys? What do you reckon? I love white too, but I just can't run white living out here. It'll just get so dirty. And we can stay under the radar, I suppose. I don't know. Or blue. Or what do you reckon? Jungle green, FD RX-7, the bluey green colour. So it's kind of like OEM, but not. The engine bay needs painting too. I just checked it out earlier. We're probably going to have to pull the motor in this in probably the next 3-4 months and give the bay a respray. I don't know how long this vlog was, but I hope you guys enjoy. It's always fun showing you guys cars, and there's so much here that I could share with. I could literally film things for days. That is it for this one. Have a great evening, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Why?
You can hear my ending credit.